What's up, YouTube? How goes it? Some tips for white belts that are just starting out. Number one, try to train at least 2 to 3 times a week. Um, Fit as much as you can in your schedule. Also, when you are training and showing up to the gym, leave your ego at the door. Try to remain teachable. The stuff you saw in UFC fights and MMA matches, you're probably not going to be able to do that immediately. It's going to take some time. It's not easy. Jiu-jitsu it's a journey. It's a lifelong, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifelong journey. Cut your toenails and fingernails short. Please don't be the guy that goes in and cat scratches everybody. We've done it. It's dirty. Just cut your stuff, please. Always wash your gi or your rash guards, no gi rash guards when you are coming to the gym. You never want to be the stinky gi guy. If you're on top of someone inside control or mount and you don't have a submission and somebody taps, probably your gi stinks. Don't be that guy. Don't do it. Don't do it, YouTube. Take drilling and training seriously. Drilling is almost as important as sparring, if not more important. When you're learning the technique, do the reps, train them, ask questions. Don't talk. Don't stop in the middle of the technique after you've done it twice and just give up. Just keep doing it. Take drilling as serious as sparring. It's super important. Ask questions. Don't overthink things. Jiu-jitsu, my best description, is a unsolvable math equation with billions and billions of variables, except that you won't understand everything. It's a lifelong journey. Just show up, remain teachable, ask questions. Tap early for sure. Sometimes before you feel pain. That's where that goes back to the ego that I was talking about. I know when I first started, I would resist everything with all my might, and now I have 2 herniated discs in my neck, and I've popped my elbows. I don't even know how many times. We want this to be a lifelong thing. We want to be able to train and be healthy and continue to train. Don't have an ego. If someone's got you in a submission and it's tight and it's getting tight, tap, start over. Also, during training, don't be flailing around. Don't spaz out. You're going to get injured or somebody else is going to get injured. As you progress through the ranks and you get higher up in your belts, start experimenting techniques on lower belts after you've been training for a little bit. I do it often. It's like as you've trained for quite a while, you start to see the same technique over and over and over again. And it's good because we're going to sharpen those knives and really hone those weapons. But if you see some new stuff, you want to try it on YouTube or whatnot, try it on like blue belts, just choke blue belts out, beat them all up. And then when you roll with the higher level guys, sharpen your A game, B game, C game, blue belts. Yeah. Take care of the white belts though, the new guys, because they are the future of the sport. Take a shower. Always take a shower before and after class. Ringworm's a thing. We don't want that. It's gross. Also, be patient with your progress. I know for me, it was an issue when I was training. I was always comparing myself against other people, and coming to class. There's many of days when I would show up to class and just drive home with no music on. I got murdered. That comes with the territory. Be patient. If you show up 2 to 3 times a week, 3 times ideally, do some strength training in between, cardio, you will get better. It's math. You will get better. Some people learn quicker than others. Myself, I don't know. I have this weird ability that I'm able to see something and retain the knowledge. And I can recall that information 2, 3 years down the line. Granted, that's not what I put in my A game, but I'm able to see something and be able to execute the technique. Not at a perfect level, but I'm able to replicate it. A lot of people have to drill a technique hundreds of times to really sharpen it out. I have to drill the technique 100 times. Don't get it twisted. I suck at jiu-jitsu most of the time, but I'm able to retain the knowledge. Like I see something on YouTube, I can go to class, and like I said, I could start experimenting with that on blue or white belts. Blue belts primarily, because white belts you kind of have to slow them down because they're usually a little spazzy. But this is for you, white belts. This is for you. Show up, just train. I'm always injured. For the longest time, when I'm injured, I wouldn't come to class. Then everybody would be getting better as time goes on, and then I come back and I'm getting murdered by the people that I was murdering previously. Train smart. if you're injured, at least what I'm doing now, my shoulder's messed up, my knees jacked, my wrist hurts, I just wrap it up. And if it hurts during training, I just tap and start the position over again. And that's what works for me, is just showing up, man. Showing up, getting better, continuing to evolve, ask questions. Excuse me. But yeah, I just want to do a little tutorial, not tutorial, but just a little video for new people joining the gym, joining jiu-jitsu. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is, if they sold it in a pill, there'd be no depression, there'd be no mental health. We would knock big pharma off the map, but you can't, because jiu-jitsu is earned through blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of work, and it's not easy. But I hope you liked the video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, come hang out. Later.